Good day, students. Today our topic of discussion will be continuous time even and odd signals. So first we will identify even and odd parts of a signal. Any signal you take x of t, it will definitely contain an even part of a signal and odd part of a signal. You can split a signal into two parts. One is even part and odd part. Before going to find out whether a signal is even or odd signal, let us see how to find the even part of a signal and odd part of a signal. So, x of t is given as even of x of t plus odd of x of t. So, this is the meaning of this is even part of x of t and odd part of x of t. Even part of x of t is given as x of t plus x of minus t divided by 2. So, if a given signal x of t is given, then you have to find the time reversal version x of minus t. Then you have to add the amplitudes of these two signals, that is the original signals and the time reversal signal. Then that amplitude should be halved by 1 by 2 for all time instants. The resultant signal that you get is called as even part of the signal. Similarly, odd part of the signal is given as x of t minus x of minus t divided by 2. So, you have to find the difference between the actual signal and the time reverse signal and divide its amplitude by 2. So, now first we will determine find the even and odd parts of the signal which is given below. So, a signal is graphically represented over here, and to find this even part and odd part, as I told you, we know that even part formula is given as x of t plus x of minus t divided by 2. So, we have x of t here. So, obviously we should find what is x of minus t. So, let me take this time reference. So, whenever you plot your signal, if you plot with this reference, it will be very convenient and you will not be making any mistake. So, you have to perform x of minus t. So, what will be x of minus t? Just the time reversed version of this x of t. So, 0 instant will be at 0. 1 time instant will get reversed to minus 1. So, at 1 what is amplitude? 1. So, here at minus 1 the amplitude will be 1. So, 2 the amplitude is 0. So, here the minus 2 the amplitude will be 0. So, you would have studied earlier itself time reversal technique. So, applying that time reversal, you will be getting your x of minus t. So, you have x of t and you have x of minus t. So, what you have to do? Add these two signals and the amplitude should also be what? Halved. Right. So, add and each amplitude every instant of time. See, so so we need to obviously add. So, when you add these two signals, that is amplitude scaling, how should you do it? You have to first identify the extreme time instance of the signal. So, where is the left hand side extreme time signal? It is minus 2 over here. Here entirely it is 0. So, extreme time signal over here is minus 2 and here extreme time signal over here is 2. So, automatically the resultant signal, which is the addition of x of t and x of minus t, will have time instant from minus 2 to 2. Right. So, each and every point you have to perform addition. So, since it is continuous time, you cannot, there are infinite number of points. So, you can take randomly 2 or 3 points where you can perform addition. So, here this is actually a ramp signal. A ramp signal plus 0 amplitude will definitely be a ramp signal. So, performing additions, there are different ways from different perspectives. So, you can follow anyone. So, here a simple one is at minus 2 the amplitude here is 0. So, here also the amplitude is 0. So, at minus 2, 0 plus 0 will be 0. And then at minus 1 the amplitude is 1. Here at minus 1 in the original signal x of t, the amplitude is 1, right? So, definitely the amplitude is 0 because at minus 1 the amplitude is 0. So, 1 plus 0 amplitude will be 1. Similarly, you can see that every point here will get added up with the 0 will result in the same signal, right? Similarly, every point over here added with the 0 because here less than t 0, everything is 0. So, automatically the resultant signal will be the same signal when you add for the left hand side. So, you can see here, right, left hand side. So, add with 0 definitely you'll be getting the same signal. But remember, it should be halved. That is by 1 divided by 2 will be given to be what? 0.5. So that is why the amplitude is 0.5. Right? Similarly, on the right hand side you have the entire signal here, but here it is entirely 0. Right? So this signal plus 0 will be the same signal. Right? And this amplitude, the maximum amplitude is 1. So when it is halved, you will be getting 0.5. So this is the way in which you are getting even part of the signal. If you want, you can also represent this even part of the signal in terms of equations also. I hope how you know to apply equations. So how do you find out the equations for this signal? You can find it out using 2-point formula. For example, here at time instant minus 2. So I'll just show it for one alone. So same thing you can do for others. So you can represent the signal in terms of equation also. So what is the 2-point formula? At time instant minus 2, the amplitude is 0. Similarly, at this point, at time instant minus 1, the amplitude is 0.5. Right? It is 0.5. So now you apply 2-point formula. Right? So this is my resultant signal. Okay, let me take my resultant signal as since even signal, I will take it as some z of t. Right? So x-axis is with respect to time t, and y-axis let me take it as z of t. Right? Just some notation. Z of t represents even part. Right? So here when I apply, so I am finding first the equation for this region from minus 2 to minus 1. So what is 2-point formula? Y2 minus y1. So what is y2 here? 0.5. Right? So 0.5 minus y2 minus y1. y1 is 0. Right? This is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. So y2 minus y1 so y2 minus y1 divided by y minus y1. So y here is nothing but my y2 minus y1 divided by y minus y1. So z of t. Right? So z of t minus y1. y1 value is 0 is equal to x2 minus x1. So what is x2 here? x2 is minus 1 minus x1. So minus of minus 2 plus 2. Right? So plus 2, and then x minus x1. So what is x here? T. Right? So x minus x1. So t plus 2. Right? So automatically what you will be getting is, when you cross multiply 2 minus 1 1. So z of t. Right? Z of t is equal to 0.5 into t plus 2. You can try it out by yourself. 0.5 plus t plus 2. Right? For what value? T greater than minus 2 and lesser than minus 1. So you have found an expression for even part of t, which is equal to 0.5 into t plus 2 for t greater than 2 and lesser than minus 1. In the same way, you can proceed and find out for this region. That is, from you have to find out for minus 1 to 0, and then 0 to 1, and then from 1 to 2. I would request you to pause the video for some time. Try to find out the expressions for that. And so students, I hope you would have completed. So for time instant minus 1 to 0, the points are x1 y1 minus 1 comma 0.5 and 0 comma 0 for x2 y2. So if you apply 2-point formula for this, you will be getting this expression, that is minus 0.5 t for t greater than minus 1 and lesser than 0, right? Then similarly, when you go for 0 to 1, this is 0 comma 0 and here it is 1 comma 0.5. So you apply 2-point formula for this, you will be getting 0.5 t. You will be getting 0.5 t. Then the last one from 1 to 2, 1 comma 0.5 is x1 comma y1 and then 2 comma 0 is x2 comma y2. So if you apply 2-point formula, you'll be getting minus 0.5 into t minus 2 and this will be the equation. So this is just to illustrate you that the waveforms that you're drawing can also be represented in terms of equations, right? So now next we'll find the odd part of the signal. So odd part of the signal is x of t is given. Again, as usual, we have found the time reversal version x of minus t. Now we have to perform actually what? Subtraction, right? So you need to subtract. So odd part of the signal, right? You need to perform the difference, right? That is at every point minus from x of t should x of minus t should be subtracted from x of t. So if you perform the difference, you will be getting like this. I think it is evident for you. See, for example, here it is fully 0. 0 minus this signal will be negative of that particular signal. So everything here is positive. So automatically your, say 0, here amplitude is 0. Here amplitude is 1. So 0 amplitude minus 1 amplitude is minus 1. So definitely you will be getting here it is minus 0.5 because it is divided by 2. Right? Then similarly, so 0 minus this entire signal will be the just the negative of that particular signal. Next one, this signal, right, positive value of signal minus 0 will be the same signal. So you are getting this signal. See, you can also try, just like how we did for the previous case, you can also try to do for plotting what is the odd part of the signal, or get the equation for odd part of the signal by taking the intervals. So minus 2 comma minus 1 and then from 0 then minus 1 to 0, 0 to 1 and 1 to 2, and you can find out the expressions, right? You see, in this thing I would also like to tell that if you go and substitute also, see here when t equal to, you take any point and see when t, any point between minus 2 to minus 1. So when t equal to minus 2, if you substitute, you will be getting it as 0. So it is 0. When t equal to minus 1, you substitute 2 minus 1 into 0.5. So when t equal to minus 1, the amplitude is 0.5. So this, in these equations, if you substitute the values accordingly, you can cross verify whether what your equations you have done is right. Okay, I think we have seen more than enough about this even how to find the even part of the signal and odd part of the signal. So now let us see what is called as an even. How will you tell whether a signal is even signal and how will you tell whether a signal is odd signal, right? A signal x of t is said to be even if it satisfies the condition x of t equal to x of minus t, right? This is one condition. Similarly, you can also check by another alternate method, that is for an even function, odd part of x of t will be equal to 0. You can use any one of these methods to check whether the given signal is even signal, right? Similarly, odd signal. A signal x of t is said to be odd if it satisfies the condition x of t equal to minus x of minus t, right? Also for an even function, this should be odd function. So for an odd function, right, even part of that particular signal will be 0. So you can use any of these conditions to find whether a given signal is even or odd signal. So just we have taken the previous example itself. So the previous example, we identify what are the even parts and odd parts. So now we will identify whether it's an even or odd signal. So as usual, we are not doing anything, just x of t, x of minus t, I am applying just the first condition. I am checking whether x of t is equal to x of minus t. No, x of t is not equal to x of minus t, right? But however, next we have to see whether it is satisfying the condition for odd, right? So we have to find minus x of minus t, that is x of minus t is multiplied, the amplitude is multiplied by minus 1. So whatever you have here 1. If you multiply the amplitude by -1, you will be getting it as -1, right? So here it is actually -1. It should be actually -1, right? The amplitude is -1. Right. So now let us check whether x of t equal to minus x of minus t, because that is a condition for checking for odd signal, right? So x of t, again here if you compare both these signals, x of t here, x of t is not equal to minus x of minus t. Hence the given signal is neither an odd signal nor an even signal. Right. So using the first point we have checked for these two conditions, and we are telling that the signal is neither an even nor an odd signal. One more method you can do is you can find the even part of the signal and the odd part of the signal. Previously itself we have done, right? When we saw the previous problem, we got even part as well as odd part. Right? So since both even part and odd part is present in the signal, we cannot tell that the signal is either an even nor it's not an even nor odd signal. Right? Let us go for one more example. So in this example, instead of giving a diagram or figure, we have given an expression, right? So find the even and odd parts of the signal x of t equal to sin t plus sin 2t. Also determine if the given signal x of t is an even or odd signal. So the solution is simple. So you can, since we have asked even and odd parts, we are going to find even part. So x of t equal to sin t plus sin 2t. We have to find time reversal x of minus t. So x of minus t equal to sine of minus t, right? In the place of t, you have to substitute minus t plus sine of minus t. Sine of minus t is minus sine t. Sine of minus 2t is minus sine 2t, right? Hence, hence even part. So what is even part? X of t plus x of minus t. So sine t minus sine t will get cancelled. Then sin 2t minus sin 2t will get cancelled. So automatically even part of x of t will be 0, right? But at the same time also find the odd part. So the odd part here is x of t minus x of minus t divided by 2. So here x of t sin t, right? Sin t minus of minus sin t, right, will be equal to 2 sin t, right? Then sin 2t here, sin 2t minus of minus sin 2t will be plus 2 sin 2t divided by 2. So the resultant odd will be sin t plus sin 2t. So even part of the signal is 0, odd part of the signal is given. Right? Now you can find out whether it's even or odd by using the second property. So in second property I told that if any signal where even part is 0 means then the signal is called as odd signal. So since even part is 0, odd part is given by some value, the given signal is an odd signal. What is the other alternate method? Very simple. Alternate method is you know x of t, you know x of minus t. Compare both. Right? So x of t is not equal to x of minus t, right? And then you check for this. X of t is equal to minus x of minus t. See, this is x of minus t. What is minus x of minus t? It will be sin t plus sin 2t. So x of t will be equal to minus x of minus t. So using this method also you can tell that the given signal is an odd signal. So based on this, you can take a practice problem. For the given signal, plot the even and odd parts of the signal and also determine if the given signal is an even or odd signal. Thank you, students.